I don't remember exactly when I decided I was going to have a school. I don't remember, but I was stationed in Hawaii with 3rd Marine Regiment from like 2004 to 2008. And it was in that window, it was during the time that I went to Afghanistan with 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines. That was in 2005. But I got orders from Hawaii back here to Virginia, and I moved from Hawaii in 2008. I had recently gotten my purple belt from Helson and Ron Shiraki in Hawaii. I love training out there. Those guys really, they took me in. I showed up there in 2004 just as a Marine. And there's a little bit of, local, not local kind of vibe, as there always is in those, types of communities. But Ron and there was another guy at school at the time, Mark, they really took me in, and I was converting from judo to jiu-jitsu. And Ron was one of the best jiu-jitsu guys I ever met. He still has a school there in Honolulu, or near Honolulu. And Mark as well. Mark put so much personal time into trying to help me like convert from a top smash guy to like learning actually how to do jiu-jitsu from the bottom. And Hawaii was a phenomenal experience for me. And when I left Hawaii in 2008 to move back to Virginia, I felt very connected to Hawaii in general. I always said it was my spiritual home, even though it was not my physical home and I didn't end up staying there. But somewhere between 2008 and 10, the whole idea came up to open a school, have a school here in Virginia under Dala. When I left Hawaii, I was training with Chad LeBrun under Lloyd and Leo Dalla. When I came back, I knew I was gonna be coming back to that same team, if you will. Things have changed since, those over the years, how all that stuff's organized. But so anyway, 2010, we start down the path to open the team. You got to come up with a name, and the reason the name of the school is Koa is because of my experience in Hawaii. There were two components. The first was that connection to Hawaii with Helson and Mark and Ron and those guys. And then the second piece was actually, I was in 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines, and all Marine Corps infantry battalions have like a moniker or a nickname or a call sign. And 2-3's call sign was Koa. So like the battalion commander, if you call him on the radio, would be Koa 6. And if you're calling the battalion operations officer, he would be Koa 3. And so that was my battalion that I served in Afghanistan with in 2005. And somehow, I don't remember how, I settled on that name. And I had some ideas for the logo. It was one of Dalla's old purple belts, a guy named Stefan, who now has his own school in Puerto Rico. But Stefan was the guy who helped me refine the original design and the triangle logo with the tiki in it. And I was real careful. I didn't want to copy, Kaneohe, because it was KoaTeam, and so it felt similar, but my name came from the infantry battalion of 2-3. And then also Koa had some cool meanings in Hawaiian. It's like brave, bold, warrior. I'm sure there's probably some other, cool, manly things that go along with Koa, but that's how we picked KoaTeam, Koa Martial Arts, So 2010, May 2010, we were off to the races, and I was lucky. The first few young guys who started training with me ended up also being my first few black belts. Adam, Anthony, and Jaron. And Adam today is a manager here, and he also runs a program that we have at the FBI, a jiu-jitsu program around the corner that we run at FBI. Adam runs that. Jaron is at AP with RIV. He's been there for years working at AMP. And Anthony, who was a full-time jiu-jitsu guy, at some point along the way decided to become a firefighter. And so he's a firefighter in Henrico County down by Richmond. And he gets in whenever he can, and he has his own training thing set up as his house. So I'm real proud that those first few guys all kind of were able to go their own way with jiu-jitsu, even though they started here. It was kind of cool, and we're also real close today.